love. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you, Allyne?
Great. I'm great. Running in and running out like crazy. But you know what? That's the work that has to be done, right?
That's the work that we're doing. That's the work that we're doing. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me on live.
Yes, yes. How are you, my beautiful?
I am doing wonderful. I'm doing well. You all, I am joined by Allyne Gartrell, the founder of Atlanta Dance Connection. They are going to be featured performers at the upcoming Rebirth Music and Fashion Show. And I am super excited because when I tell you the level of dancing and quality and feel that you all are going to get from this group is going to be amazing, you all. Okay, amazing. So, Allyne, tell us about your dance journey and then how you started Atlanta Dance Connection.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, thank you first and foremost for always extending the invitation for us to come out and share the gift. By working with us before, that means the world to me to make sure that these young artists have an opportunity to display their gifts and share it with community because that's where it all starts. I am so proud to be an Atlanta native, born and raised right here in this city, and had the opportunity to go out and live every dream that I had possible. If I could dream it, my parents and my grandparents made it a way that I could explore those things and do everything that I wanted to do. So, thank God and big shout outs to the city of Atlanta for wonderful training so that I was prepared when I left here to go off to college, leaving college and going off to New York to start dancing professionally. It was just an evolution of whatever that dream and that gift was there, and one thing I will say, having that support system of my parents and grandparents, I couldn't have done it without them. They made sure that those provisions were there and possible for this little black boy from Decatur, Georgia.
That is wonderful. I can hear the appreciation in your voice, Allyne. I don't even know if I'm ready. Oh my gosh. Like,
It's
wow.
Yeah, it's deep, man. It runs deep, because the South is a very special place. I grew up watching wonderful black entertainers here in our city, doing incredible work. There was incredible work being done here in musical theater, in dance, and fashion, and all of those wonderful things. And having the opportunity to have parents that said, you will have the opportunity to access all of this information no matter what we have to do. So their sacrifices made it possible so that I could go off to school, to go off and learn and train with the best around the world. And then to eventually, because it is about home and community, to bring it back here to Atlanta as my due diligence to make sure that I shared the information and passed it on. So that's really the birth of the Atlanta Dance Connection. Some 25 years ago, I was working in Milwaukee, and we started an organization, my best friend and I, called the Arts Unlimited Project. It was a nonprofit community organization where young kids could come in, take dance, musical theater, vocal lessons, piano lessons, and all of that. But at that time, I wanted to have a dance company. So I had the Milwaukee Dance Connection that we started, and we started the Atlanta Dance Connection because at the time I was still teaching here in the city of Atlanta. So I had a group of students that I would bring to Milwaukee and combine them with my kids in Milwaukee, and we would do concerts in the summertime in Milwaukee when it's beautiful in Milwaukee, and then in the winter when it's cold in Milwaukee, we would come to Atlanta and do concerts there. So those young artists had an opportunity to learn what it was about as far as community and working and sharing together, never to be boastful or bragful, but always to be appreciative of the gift and know how to share it. And so that's how we started. We moved I came back home to Atlanta in 2010 because of family. I was missing out. I was missing out on my nephew and my niece growing up who was a dancer as well, and I wanted to be an integral part of that. So we came back to Atlanta in 2010, and here it is now, almost the middle of our 14th season, and we will be celebrating season 15 next year. Yeah.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. So you've also worked with some legendary choreographers as well, Allyne, correct?
Yes,
So
yes.
who are some of those names? Because I know when I talked to Mama Trina, you all who Allyne introduced me to. So just to let you all know who the connection is with that was Allyne. was on stage performing at one of his events, and oh, there's a lady that wants to meet you, Pearl. She's gonna come to your next event. Did not tell me she was the first Black Bond woman.
Okay, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing how that full circle happens? You know, and the connection runs so deep with Mama Trina because she was dear friends and dancers with my best friend in the world, my company manager, Mr. Levon Campbell. So her and Trina Parks, they go way back to New York City, and when Broadway was everything African American, from Timbuktu to the Wiz. You know, so all of that, and so having the opportunity to be a part of that lineage is very exciting. You know, having to work with Mr. Ailey and Mr. Mitchell, you know, being a demonstrator for Tally Beatty, and, you know, all of these, George Faison, of course, who did the original choreography for The Wiz, all of these wonderful people that the Alvin Ailey American Dance Center afforded me the opportunity to work with and to be able to be a part of that family. So it was amazing. It was amazing. And so I am charged with really passing that information along.
Yes, you all, we are with Allyne Gartrell, the founder, director of Atlanta Dance Connection. As you heard, he has worked with all of these greats. So when I see these dancers move, I know that they come from such strong roots, because Allyne has such strong roots, and they will be performing Sunday, December 17th in Atlanta, Georgia at our Rebirth Music Fashion Show. Make sure that you get your tickets at aladynamepearl.com. So Allyne, can you give us a little bit of what you all will be doing at the event, like a little taste of what you all will be doing, or do we want to keep that like a surprise?
Well, no, because, you know, it's all about sharing. So, you know, you can hear about it, but if you're not there in person, you're not going to get that thing feeling and stirring in your soul. So you've got to be there. So I want all of our constituents, all of our social media patrons who are on the call and who will view this live a little bit later, I want you to get on there and buy those tickets, guys. We want a sold out house because Pearl does an awesome job with curating this event. We've had the opportunity to be a part of it several times, and it is for a worthy cause, and I want you all to get out and support the arts during the holidays, but support whenever you can. There's a beautiful pas de deux from our Harlem Renaissance show that we will be doing, because we're in concert this week as well. So we are doing a black tie gala and an evening in the Harlem Renaissance for Christmas. So we're doing one of the beautiful Sentimental Mood with the legendary Phyllis Hyman, her singing that rendition. So we're going to do that pas de deux. And then we have a little treat for the new kids. Okay. It might be something called Water by this new chick called Tidal.
Yes. Yes.
But, you know, but it is a little something in the works. So, you know what? You won't know unless you be there. So make sure you're there, everyone.
Awesome. And you all, I will be performing some songs from my Rebirth Music Project. And we'll also have ADC, Atlanta Dance Connection, supporting me, which I'm excited about to see all of that come together. So you all get your tickets at Atlanta.com. Allyne, thank you so much for joining us. Everybody, look forward to seeing you on Sunday, December 17th. Again, get your tickets early because this is going to be a sold-out show. So you want to make sure you get your tickets. Let your friends, family know. Sunday, December 17th in Atlanta, Georgia, the Rebirth Music and Fashion Show. Thank you so much, Allyne, for joining me on live.
You're welcome, and I can't wait to see you. I can't wait till you get here. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you again and fellowshipping.
Okay, wonderful. You have a great evening, and you have a great evening as well.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, you all.